What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Jacob Daniel back at it again here at the Speed Kills podcast. Bengals training camp started 2 days ago as I am recording this. And if you are a Bengals fan like me, why does this keep happening to us? Why do injuries want to plague the Cincinnati Bengals so much? As you know, AJ Green is out for 6 to 8 weeks with torn ligaments in his left ankle. Green left the first day of training camp and was carted off the field. He's expected to miss 6 to 8 weeks, like I said, with torn ligaments in his left ankle. The season opener against Seattle on September 8th is 6 weeks away. The 8 weeks would be the third game at Buffalo. The second game, which would be his 7th week of recovery, is against the San Francisco 49ers at home. So they go away at Seattle, home against the 49ers, and then away at the Bills. And then week 4 is away against the Steelers. So I would expect AJ Green to come back either the Bills or the Steelers game. It would be pushing it for the 49ers game. I just do not want AJ Green to push coming back too early and then re-injuring that left ankle again. Now let's talk about the impact of the AJ Green injury. As far as offense goes, I expect more responsibility for Tyler Boyd and Joe Mixon. I'm not really a fan of Andy Dalton without his main target, AJ Green. It's a lot harder when your main guy isn't out there, but I expect a lot more carries to go to Mixon. I expect this offense to run through Mixon. I've said this entire offseason. And Boyd signing a 4-year contract extension, I see him stepping up a lot. Statistically speaking, Boyd has not been as good without Green on the field. Here's a tweet from Matthew Berry that I found really interesting. Boyd in 2018 with Green on the field, Boyd caught 77% of targets and was targeted on 23.3% of routes. 2018 with Green off the field, Boyd caught 63% of his targets and was targeted on 21.2% of routes. That's saying that Boyd just takes a little bit of step back statistical wise without AJ Green there. AJ Green takes a lot of attention for a defense, and that leaves Tyler Boyd open in a lot bigger situations. And I don't think Tyler Boyd likes being the guy, to be honest with you. I think that he likes being that 2 that can be really, really good. Tyler Boyd had over 1,000 yards receiving last year. So I expect Boyd to have a really good year this year, especially without having, possibly 3 to 4 games of the season or 2 to 3 games without Green. I expect that we'll see a lot more of Josh Malone and Auden Tate. Josh Malone was a 4th round draft pick of the 2017 draft. This is the same draft where they drafted John Ross. Josh Malone had a season-ending injury last year. That's why we did not see him a lot. We saw him some in his rookie year with just some playing time, especially with John Ross being hurt that year. I really like Malone. He's a 4-4 guy. And as far as Auden Tate goes, he was a rookie in 2018, a 7th round pick by the Bengals. 6'5", really good size. Didn't test very well, but he has become a training camp love for a lot of Bengals reporters and Bengals fans. If you're a Bengals fan, you probably know about Auden Tate. Got some playing time last year, 12 targets, 4 receptions. Neither of Malone or Tate have very good stat lines for their playing time when they actually played, but I expect to see more, especially with AJ Green out in that position wide open. I see Malone or Tate taking that spot. Cody Core, not really in the mix, in my opinion. Not a very good wide receiver. I see another wide receiver making the 53-man roster because of this AJ Green injury. I know that they signed an undrafted free agent out of Nebraska. I'm pretty sure. I don't know his name. I'm not going to act like I know it, but I expect him to probably make a little bit more impact or even make the practice squad to get bumped up to the 53-man or make the 53-man roster with this injury. As far as AJ Green goes with this injury, he hasn't had very much luck when it comes to injuries as of late. In 2016, he missed 6 games with a hamstring. 2018, he missed 7 games with a toe injury. 3 injuries in the past 4 years, counting this year in 2019. Isn't looking good for AJ Green's career. He's become very, very unlucky, and especially with Green looking for that contract extension and this year being his contract year, isn't a really good sight for Green. I still think that the Bengals should sign him. He wants to be in Cincinnati. The Cincinnati Bengals want him to be in Cincinnati. But at some point, you reach a wall, especially with those injuries, and this could be a turning point for AJ Green's career. I still want him to be in Cincinnati. I think this is the place where he needs to be. I want him to retire as a Bengal, but these injuries, very unlucky, and it's so hard to see. As a Bengals fan, Jonah Williams getting hurt. A lot of our first-round picks in the past couple of years getting hurt. AJ Green struggling with injuries these past couple of years. To go throughout his entire career in 2011, he missed one game with a knee injury. 2012, played all games, 1,300 yards, 11 touchdowns. 2013, played all the games, 1,400 yards, 11 TDs. 2014, missed 3 games with a toe injury. 2015, complete year, almost 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns. 2016, was on pace for the best season of his career, came down with a hamstring injury, missed 6 games. 2017, a complete season, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Then in 2018, missed 7 games with a toe injury, had to get surgery on his right foot for that toe, but this injury is the other left ankle, so definitely a different thing than his previous injuries. You just hate to see it, especially with our star player in AJ Green. I hope that he heals well. I just hope that they don't rush him back too early so he doesn't re-injure that ankle. A lot of impact coming from this injury. Like I said, you'll probably see more responsibility in the offense for Boyd and Mixon. It's going to be tough for Zach Taylor to not have his main weapon the first couple weeks of the season, and then that wide receiver spot is wide open, and I foresee that Josh Malone and Auden Tate will get more playing time there. But that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure to stay tuned here on the Speed Kills podcast for more quality content that I continue to pump out. No, we are available on all audio streaming services: Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, anything that you can name, we're available. It is in the description below, so make sure to check that out and subscribe here on the Speed Kills podcast.